What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this combination video. So we're going to be talking about the Arrowverse crossover and as well the upcoming images that have been revealed to show Spider-Man Far From Home has been filming. Now, I try not to do these combination videos because, as a lot of you have said, you don't really like the combinations, but to be honest, I don't have the time anymore to do 2 videos a day, and as well, I don't really have the time to daily upload anymore, but I try and put out as much content as I can, and I really have honed in, and I'm talking about what I really actually want to talk about. So, just this one-off, we're getting a combination video here. So, we've had some interesting things about the Arrowverse, something which I haven't talked about for quite some time, because there really hasn't been that much news. There's been speculation and things like that, but something interesting happened over the weekend on Reddit, where we actually had someone drop some spoilers and some leaks, possibly about the upcoming crossover and the upcoming season of Arrow. So if you've been watching this channel for quite some time, you know I follow Arrow. I enjoy it, but it's not my favourite Arrowverse show. Funny enough, it's called the Arrowverse. The Flash still is my favourite. But Arrow has a crossover coming up, and last year's Crisis on Earth X was absolutely stunning and really was a new kind of milestone for comic book TV on, well, TV, because there's really nowhere else that you can do this. I mean, of course, you've got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which have done some very, very big ideas the past season with space, time travel and the like, but really they can't do a full-on crossover because they're not that connected to the TV show. Well, they are, but there's no option to cross over that much. But here, we've got a multitude of shows which can cross over. So this year's one will apparently be a lot more grounded. And, as reported a couple of months ago, we are going to be getting Batwoman. So Cassandra Cain, Batwoman, will be in this show. So the crossover will feature Gotham and Batwoman. No, it won't be featuring Bruce Wayne unless, well, we get a nice surprise. But I can't see it having him in the show because it would be a big thing to have Bruce Wayne on Arrow, and while we've got it on TV with Gotham, they pretty much have all the cards ready when it comes to that. Now, one of the biggest things is that we'll have Batman villains for this season. So let me know in the comments who you want to have. There is an absolute mega rogues gallery. I would love to see the Arrowverse crew go up against Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Catwoman as well would be a great addition, but I don't see that happening too much. However, the villain is reportedly going to be the Court of Owls. The Court of Owls is one of the newer kind of villains that have been featured in Batman. First featured in New 52 on Scott Snyder's iconic run, this is a group who have been running Gotham from behind. Behind the curtains, they have been running the entirety of Gotham. They are a secret society who have run everything, organised deaths, hits, and controlled Gotham from the shadows for quite some time. Now, this is a huge thing to have on the show. They have been featured over on Gotham, but in my opinion, they weren't handled that well on Gotham, because one of the coolest things in the original comic book run is the fact that they are a mythological group who Batman has had to face. Batman was beaten, we had the Talons. These were people who have been recruited as assassins, and they are unfrozen every time they need to take a hit. So that's quite similar to the MCU's Winter Soldier, where he's unfrozen and then gone off and told to kill someone. So that is possibly what we will be seeing here in Arrow. And the Court of Owls would be a fantastic addition to the Arrowverse. And I expect what would be cool is if they start going into Star City and we see a Talon attack someone and we see the Green Arrow go and stop this hit, only to be confronted by Batwoman, which would be dope as hell. And then they uncover and unravel this mystery over time. Now, I really do want that to happen. That'd be a great thing, in my opinion, to happen on the show. And the question is, how would we involve Supergirl, the Legends, and also the Flash because really this is a very Earth-based show. It's a very grounded villain. So how would Supergirl even factor into this unless they are coming up with some other mystery? So while I think that the Court of Owls will be the initial villain, maybe they are preparing something which is a world-ending threat, which would have or cause someone like Barry Allen to come in with his superpowers to save the day, and the Legends as well. So that'd be great to add in. Now, other things are very, very speculative. Again, these are Reddit leaks, so take them with a pinch of salt. That Court of Owls may never actually happen. But really, it's possibly one of the only options you could choose, in my opinion, that would fit in with the rest of the show without actually kind of impacting Gotham too much, because you could have the Court of Owls as a modern version of the Gotham one. So yeah, it's interesting, and they've had a bit of banter back and forth, the Twitter handles of Arrow and of course Gotham as well. So a crossover probably won't happen, although Gotham is in its final season, and seeing Bruce Wayne pop up on Arrow, yeah, that'd be a sight to behold. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Now, the other leaks, such as Earth 2 Tommy Merlin, could be featured on Arrow, which again, that'd be great. We could see Tommy Merlin return, and I would really, really enjoy that. That'd be a great addition to the show. Probably won't happen. Tommy Merlin, fans need to just let it go. It's not going to happen. He's not going to return. The only idea that he could return would be to be Prometheus, which would have been fantastic. But there's no other option for him really to return other than have an Earth 2 version. The other one as well is that Diaz will not be the main villain, which, why? Because what I really loved about this season of Arrow was the fact that they pivoted, and that Diaz was the main villain, went on, and then he became the next kind of, he survived, and then we're moving into this season, so they're carrying on the villains. Prometheus was a great villain, and he was killed off, and we never see him again, which is a real shame, because that actor was fantastic. Again, we're getting a Felicity storyline outside of the team. Oh, who gives a shit about that? I care about as much as her as I do Iris West being the leader of Team Flash. Spoilers, I don't give a fuck. But next up, we've got Spider-Man as well. So Spider-Man is filming right now in Stortford in England. So that's not far from me. That's about an hour and a half from me. So I might, if I have the time at the weekend, I might drive up there and see if I can get some snaps on my camera. But I probably won't, because I'm really damn lazy. But it's filming right now, and Kevin Feige said that they are on a summer vacation. So we know that Spider-Man survives. We know that he is no longer dust, and this is continuing on from the other movie. So that in mind, we're seeing him filming around, having a vacation with his friends. So part of me is thinking that if we're getting Mysterio as the villain, Mysterio was an actor, what if he's in England and then we have a British thespian actor who is recruited by what will become the Sinister Six to become the future Mysterio? I think that'd be really cool. That'd be really awesome. But these set photos don't have that much in it yet. But we will probably see more hints as time goes by. Will we see Tony Stark? He's rumoured to die in Avengers 4, so I'm unsure if we will actually see him in this movie, or they will do a secret filming with him. However, that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.